I've just been kind of surviving since preview day and prepping for preview day. Hello, welcome back to the start of another weekly vlog. It is Saturday morning, and I've already cleaned out the entire bathroom from top to bottom, every single inch of the bathroom. I'll show it to you in just a second. Let me tell you a little bit about why I decided that's how I was going to spend my Saturday. So we have had friends that left New York and went to their parents, wherever their parents are from, to self-quarantine or to hunker down at their parents because it's bigger than New York City and it's safer than New York City and less expensive than New York City, and definitely makes sense. And when all this kind of started, we talked about it for like maybe a minute, but it just didn't seem like that big of an option for us for a number of reasons. One being Charlie, like having to take her with us, and she's never traveled before, and figuring all of that out. One being a lot of our parents don't have a ton of space for us because they've either downsized or they have other kids around taking up rooms in their house. Really, only one of our 4 parents really had room. I mean, the rest would make room if we wanted to show up, but like it wouldn't be as comfortable. Somebody would be kicked out of their bedroom or whatever. So really there was not a ton of options in terms of going home to our parents, and it's just really far. And at some point we got past the option where flying was not really feasible anymore, and it's all a really long drive. We have family in Chicago and in Texas, and it just didn't really ever seem like an option to us. And I think mentally we just sort of accepted that we were staying here. And then over the past few weeks, things have definitely gotten, I feel like, worse in New York, and now you can't go outside without a mask, which is good. I mean, that's obviously a good thing, but like it also just, like, going to get things or getting things delivered is just scary here. And then yesterday I saw on Facebook that a friend in New York City is leaving to go to their parents' house. And they are doing it safely, like they are, going to be alone for 2 weeks before they actually interact with anybody, and they're doing it the right way. But I was like, it just for a second like jolted me and was like, is that really still an option? That we could like leave New York City, and if this is gonna be this way for the foreseeable future, I don't know how long that is, but does it make sense for us to go somewhere? And then at the same time, it all sort of dawned on me that my dad has a second house. So like we could go there and be alone for 2 weeks in our own space that is much bigger than this apartment and on water and just much warmer and nicer, and just, it would be awesome. Like, is that really an option? There were other concerns that obviously still apply, like getting down there. It's a 27-hour drive, and taking Charlie and how that would work and all these other details. And at the end of the day, it's like, it's not an option. It's not feasible. It's less safe than just staying here. Whether it's better for us mentally or not, that is just, it doesn't matter. Like, it is just not a feasible option really, and we should just stay here. And when I kind of came to that realization yesterday, I was a ball of emotions yesterday. There were all kinds of things going on, and I was just having all kinds of feelings, and this was one of them. And so when I finally came to that realization, I was like, you're not going anywhere. Like, you are staying in New York until this is over. I was like, I'm gonna clean the apartment from top to bottom. I'm gonna go through every bucket. I'm gonna go through every cabinet. I am gonna get rid of stuff. I'm gonna make it feel less cluttered in here. I'm gonna make it feel a lot fresher. I'm gonna get rid of stuff, and I'm gonna make it clean and make it just feel better. I am gonna want to spend time here because I'm going to for 24/7 for however long, and I want to enjoy that. So that is what I'm doing today. I was basically like, all right, everything else that was on my schedule can get moved to Sunday or later in the week. I'm gonna tackle the apartment today. And so far, well, whether I get through the whole apartment today is still to be determined, because it is 11:50, like 50, and I've only gotten through the bathroom, and that's probably the least amount of work of all of the rooms. I mean, I don't know, I guess I already did my clothes earlier this year, so maybe the bedroom isn't quite so much work, although there's the storage space in the bedroom that has a lot of stuff. But regardless, I don't know if I'm gonna get through it today, but I am on a mission to push off everything else that was on my list and prioritize making this apartment a place that I want to spend time for 24 hours a day for the foreseeable future. So let me show you so far the aftermath of the bathroom. because that's what this is. This is like after you've cleaned all the things that came out of the bathroom, and some of these things like need to go into another room or need to be gotten rid of or whatever. So this is, oh, it's way too bright. So I haven't put the rugs back in because I'm gonna wash them, but I cleaned, I mean, I wiped down all of the counters and all of the walls and all the things. And this is under the bathroom sink, all cleaned out, got rid of a bunch of stuff. The countertops, although I'm gonna put the stuff that goes on the countertops back there. The cabinets, I actually like hate our cabinets and how they, it's like 3 different pieces, but I cleaned them all, organized, got rid of a bunch of stuff. And then over here, I went through all of these little buckets, cleaned them all out, and again, got rid of a bunch of stuff. And then same thing in the shower, wiped everything down, cleaned every little inch, and got rid of a lot of stuff. So that is where we're at so far. I am going to take care of everything behind me, like that's in the kitchen, and then do like a quick sweep and get rid of just some like trash and stuff in the apartment. And then I'm gonna pause for lunch. And then I haven't decided yet which room is next between the kitchen and the living room and the bedroom. All right, it is now 3:45 and I have now finished the kitchen. It is sparkling. Like I even cleaned underneath the island thing that's in my kitchen. I like got down on my hands and knees. Normally when I clean the floors, I just use a Swiffer. Well, like sweep or vacuum and then I'll use a Swiffer. I was down on my hands and knees, like cleaning the little corners that the Swiffer doesn't always get. Like I'm pretty impressed with myself. The kitchen looks great and it smells great. Now I am going to try and finish up the living room before it's time for dinner. I also need to run an errand. I might get started on the living room and then if I feel like I hit kind of a wall, I will go run my errand to kind of break it up. I have to run to the drugstore because Sam needs a prescription and we just need some more like household stuff. I'm hoping they have stuff. Last time I went, which was weeks ago, they didn't really have anything, and I checked all the apps to see if I could get any of it delivered, and like I can't seem to find it. And Sam needs his prescription anyway, so I figured I would just go do that and check the drugstore and see if they have some of the household stuff that we need. So just checking in, letting you know that it's going well, and I'm still excited and motivated, which is impressive. I feel like most of the time when I get these bugs to like clean or declutter or whatever it is, I can go for a little while and then I'm just like, I'm over it. And sometimes I will like finish it, but just not do as good of a job. I actually try to be better about just like stopping if I don't feel motivated anymore, because I'm better off like doing something else and then coming back to it when I know I'll do a good job. But so far today, I'm still feeling good. I'm still feeling excited. So on to the living room. Another thing that I need to figure out as part of this like deep clean declutter is where to put things that used to spend time in a different spot because I was using them every day. For example, my backpack. I used to take this to work every day, so I would hang it here on my closet. I don't like it there now. It adds clutter, it gets in the way when I'm trying to open it, and it is just adding unnecessary stress. And because I'm not going to work for who knows how much longer, I can find a new home for my backpack. So that's the other mindset that I'm trying to take as I go through this process is, okay, if there is something that has a spot now because it's something that you used to use every day but you're not using every day now, can you move it somewhere else so that it's out of sight and just makes things feel a little bit better, lighter, cleaner? All right, I just got home from the drugstore. I did put on a sweatshirt to go to the drugstore, and then I took it off as soon as I got home because I was just super hot from walking back and carrying a bunch of heavy bags. But I have to say, I was so impressed with Duane Reade, which is our drugstore here in New York. It was purchased by Walgreens, but they haven't converted them all over to Walgreens. So it's Duane Reade. It's Walgreens, but it's Duane Reade. And so I went there. I started at the pharmacy because they were gonna close in 30 minutes. And so I picked up Sam's prescription first. And I mean, like plexiglass between you and the person, a marker about where you're supposed to stand so that you're 6 feet away, Q-tips to touch the keypad so that you don't actually have to touch the keypad. All the workers were in masks with gloves on, like so impressed. Lots of signs up telling you like the social distancing rules for the store, lots of markers saying like here's 6 feet, lots of signs that say like you can only take 2 of something so that you don't, you know, take more than you need, which I think is really great. I respect that there are big families that if you're going to like a grocery store and you can only get 2 of something, like that is not good for your big family. but I appreciate the concept of it, because there were definitely people overbuying what they needed when this all kind of started. So a bunch of limit to signs. They had everything on my list except for Swiffer wet pad things for the Swiffer, which we're not out of yet, but I was just figuring I was gonna stock up on some cleaning supplies, and they didn't have that. But I was able to get all the other cleaning supplies, paper towels, toilet paper, light bulbs, and then I did like a quick sweep through the food section just to see what they had and see if anything jumped out at me. I'm planning to place a grocery order next week, but they had eggs, and I decided to go ahead and get eggs there, even though they are more expensive than if you get them at the grocery store. But the last time I checked the grocery store app, they only had organic eggs at the grocery store, so those were even more expensive. So I went ahead and got eggs at Duane Reade. Otherwise it was just all like household type stuff. But again, really impressed. And then when you checked out at the actual checkout, they had these big like block like boxes to separate you from the counter, so that you had to be 6 feet away from the person checking you out. And again, with the plexiglass and a Q-tip to touch the keypad. So it was great. Oh, and you weren't allowed in the store without a mask. Like there was a sign on the front door that said you can't come in without a mask. And I actually was like arriving at the same time as this other guy, and he like kind of scoffed because he didn't have it didn't actually say mask, it said face covering, and he didn't have any face covering, which it's kind of an NYC rule now. Rule technically is that Cuomo said is if you can't social distance, like you have to wear a face covering. Anyway, so the guy like walked up and like saw it and kind of scoffed and then turned around and walked away. I don't know, I was very impressed with all of the precautions they were taking and with everything that was stocked, and everybody in gloves and masks, and I felt safe. I felt good. I'm still gonna wipe down everything now that I'm home before I put it away, but I feel pretty good. So I'm gonna put it away, and then it's gonna be time for dinner. And then I completely forgot that we are Zooming with Sam's family tonight. His mom sent a reminder text, which I would have forgotten had she not sent that. So gonna eat some dinner, take a break, and then after that hopefully get back to business, because I just have the bedroom left. I finished the living room before I went to the drugstore. Also, the only thing, let me take that back. I didn't actually clean the floors in the living room, but I did everything else. Like I dusted all the shelves and organized and everything else in the living room, my desk, the corners, all of that is done. I just need to actually like clean the floors in here, and then this room will be done. And then I just have the bedroom. I also may or may not have made a stop into the 70% off the Easter candy aisle. And I just got a little bit of everything. That's just what we need right now. Good morning. Happy Sunday. This is what my bedroom looks like right now. While I made the rest of the apartment super spotless and cleaned everything out, I made lots of giant pile in the bedroom that needs to get sorted out. I did some of the bedroom last night. I did my nightstand and like the corner by the nightstand, like cleaned underneath that radiator and all that stuff. And then I did the makeup cabinet. But obviously didn't touch any of this. Luckily, I did my dresser earlier this year, and then I have to deal with these shelves, which aren't too bad. The biggest piece of it is going to be this pile, which is some of the stuff from the top of my closet. So the top of my closet is actually empty right now. So some of it will go here in this space on top of my closet. And then some of it I'm probably going to get rid of. And then I also need to figure out what to do with all of that space up there. Some of that stuff I can get rid of, and then move some of this stuff up there. So that'll definitely take some work and some time this morning, but that is all I have left to finish. That's my stuff. Now, all of the drawers under the bed are all Sam's nightstand, and then Sam's closet I am not touching. If he would like to go through those, he is welcome. But I did everything else, or will have done everything else in the apartment, and it feels so good. All right, it is a lot later than the first time I vlogged today, and I haven't gotten anything else on my to-do list done besides this, but that's okay, and I'm still not done. But here is the floor in the bedroom. It's finally clean, and here's the final product of the shelves. I decided to try and keep it a little bit, don't laugh, simple, and I took off some of the extra like little knick-knacky things. I just wanted it to feel clean. And then the other big thing I did here in the bedroom was this new gallery wall that I'm really excited about. We had a bunch of sweet engagement presents. This whole bottom row is engagement presents from friends. And Sam suggested a while ago putting the music from our engagement in a frame. So I decided to make a little collage. So I have our engagement photos, the countdown to our wedding, the music from the engagement, and then a photo from the night of the engagement. These are both just printed from our printer, so the quality is not great, and I'm definitely going to get upgrades printed once that's non-essential. I know I could go now to the drugstore and get things printed, but I just feel like it's non-essential. I'm just gonna do it later. So that is our new gallery wall, and then that is all reorganized and looking clean and neat. It just makes me feel better. There are doors that go there, but I can't get them back on the hinges, neither can Sam. We could ask the super to fix them, but it's just not worth it. When I got those little boxes that fit perfectly, I was like, there's no point in trying to figure out how to get the doors back on. And then the other big thing in the bedroom is there's nothing on top of the shelves. And yes, it does feel cleaner, and the more, you know, white walls that you can see, the brighter the room feels. But also, Charlie loves to get up here, and when we had like picture frames up there, it always made me nervous that she was gonna knock them off. And I know that cats like to get up into high spaces, so you know what? That's now her space. That is now Charlie's space, and she can go up there and lay down and not worry about knocking anything off or, you know, chewing on anything I don't want her to chew on. That was the other problem. Of course, now there's a whole pile in the living room. Some of this is stuff that needs to get donated. Some of it is stuff that needs to just get thrown out. And then the rest of it is gonna go in one of two places. Place number one is I still haven't put anything back up here. So I need to figure out what is gonna go up in those spaces in my closet. Space number two is these buckets up here in the kitchen. These are not completely full. There's definitely space for stuff. So I think that I'm gonna fit whatever I can fit from it's basically here, from here over in the closet, and then whatever doesn't fit in the closet is gonna go up on top of the kitchen cabinets. I am done this weekend. I still have some stuff that I need to take out to the trash cans, but I just didn't feel like doing it today. I really wanted to take a shower and feel clean, and once I felt clean, I didn't want to leave the apartment again. So I still have a couple things to tidy up tomorrow morning, as well as, well, I'm gonna do it tonight, but I need to clean up from filming my plan with me. I always make a huge mess. I don't know how that works, but it is always a huge mess when I'm done with the plan with me. I'm a little bummed out after filming the plan with me. It was supposed to be Go Wild week. I was supposed to be filming that, and that sucks. So I'm a little sad, but it's okay. I did put on my wild shirt. Made me feel a little bit better. This is the shirt from Austin. Wish we were going to go wild this week for sure. Y'all, the past few days have been insane. I don't remember the last time we talked, and normally I am pretty on top of the weekly vlog, and I like know the last time I checked in with you, and I can't for the life of me remember the last time that we talked. So I'm just gonna update you on the past few days and tell you kind of what happened. The week kind of started downhill on Monday morning when I got up and did some things and then went back to bed until like right when it was time to start work. And after I got out of bed, I put on my workout clothes right away and had every intention to continue to work out. I was like, I'm still gonna do it. But at that time, I also thought that my Erin Condren new life planner was arriving on Monday, and I was gonna be filming Monday right after work. So I was like, you have to work out during lunch. Well, at some point between that and lunchtime, I got an email that said it wasn't arriving until Tuesday. So I was like, oh, fine, then I'll just work out after work. So I did not work out during lunch. Of course, by the time after work rolled around, I didn't want to actually do the workout that I had planned, like the strength training workout. I wanted to do nothing. But on Monday, I was still committed to closing my Apple Watch rings. So I went out for a walk and closed my Apple Watch rings and called it a day. So then Tuesday rolled around, and Tuesday morning, I just had one of those mornings where I just didn't want to get out of bed. I was in a huge funk, and you would think I was like, what? And you would think I would have been like really pumped to jump out of bed and like get really excited about the new Erin Condren planners that I get to film that day, and I just like didn't. I didn't want to do yesterday, and so I didn't get up and work out. And so at this point, I'm already 2 days behind on my strength training, and I was like, at that point, I knew that there was going to be really hard to catch up on this week, and I was probably just gonna have to start fresh with next week, and that didn't help my mindset either. So I slept in until like 8:30 on Tuesday, which was probably good, because if you watch Instagram, I ended up staying up super late last night. So I didn't work out before work, got ready, started working, and then my planners arrived. But of course I can't play with them because I had to work. So I spent my lunch hour just working on the photos so I could at least get those all done and ready to go. And then I could film after work. So I didn't stop work right at 5. I worked a little bit later, and then I had a birthday Zoom call at 5:30. And then Sam had a call. So then I was waiting for him to get off his call, and I didn't start filming till 7. So I filmed from like 7 to 8:15-ish. And then in amidst all that, by the way, at some point I thought I was gonna cook dinner yesterday. Who the heck was I kidding? Yeah, right. At one point, right before I started filming, I told Sam, I was like, please just order pizza. Like we need pizza. So he ordered pizza and I filmed. And then after I finished filming, I was like, all right, it's 8:30. I opened a bottle of wine and I was like, realistically, how long is this gonna take for me to edit? Realistically, it took me like 4 hours to edit. And normally it doesn't take me that long to edit. But for a few reasons, this video was just a lot more work. One of them was, I don't want this to sound like I don't try on my other videos, but I was trying to be really, really precise and really focused on the like high quality of this video, because let's be real, that video was going to get a lot of views and I wanted it to be like 1000% my best work. And that's the other reason I don't like to try and edit like the last second. I don't want to be rushed ever, and so I do take my time more when I'm not rushed and I'm editing days before the video is set to go up, not the day before. Any video, if I edit it the day before, I'm likely gonna rush. So I was trying to focus on taking my time. And I also added a lot of like graphics and pop-ups and all kinds of things to that video. So it took me forever to edit, and my computer was being crazy slow, and it was a lot. And so then I waited for it to export so that I could set it to upload when I went to bed. So I didn't go to bed until like 1-ish, 1:30, something like that. I was exhausted. It was just exhausting. And then I woke up at like my normal time because I needed to finish stuff. Like it uploaded overnight, but I needed to get everything, like all the details in the description box, and I needed to work on my Instagram post, and I needed to do a bunch of other stuff before it was time to work. I also don't know when I thought I was gonna work out on Wednesday morning either. I mean, I guess I thought, originally I thought the planner was gonna arrive Monday during the day so I could spend Monday night editing, and then Tuesday during lunch and Tuesday evening doing all the other stuff. And then that obviously turned out not to be true. So, anyways, I did not get a lot of sleep last night. I have had 2 cups of coffee today and I'm running on pure adrenaline because today has just been so much fun. Like everybody being so excited about the new planners and all the comments and the questions, and it's been a lot of fun. And I'm really proud of the work that I put out, even though it meant that one night I didn't get good sleep. But here's what did get sacrificed yesterday: my Apple Watch rings. At one point, I thought that I was going to try and do like yoga or something relaxing while the video was exporting, when I didn't think it was gonna be midnight. But I still thought I could do something during that exporting time to close the exercise ring. But at some point, it got too late in the day and I wasn't gonna hit the stand goal. There wasn't enough hours in the day to hit that goal, and so it didn't even matter if I did the exercise one. The stand goal was gone, my perfect month was gone, and I was just like, well, there goes that. So that was a huge bummer, and kind of like I expected, because I fell off the wagon yesterday. Today I didn't even put my watch on. Like it just didn't even motivate me. And I'm also not motivated to do anything like the rest of the week because I'm behind on my programs, and so getting like caught up on those is going to be hard, and I would rather just start fresh next Monday. Truthfully, like that's what I would rather do. So I still am going to try to move the next few days. And I'm also gonna give my body some time to rest, and my mind and my like just everything. Like I could just use a little bit of downtime and then just pick back up with the program with week 3 on Monday. Of course, you know, that kind of sucks because then like so if I start week 3 next week, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The last week, like week 8 of the program would be the first week of June. And I'm hoping that the first week of June we get to go back to the actual gym. So we may not end up doing week 8 of the program, I guess. Like the point of doing an 8-week program was for it to be April and May, and it to fit perfectly in what I think is going to be like the time that we're not going anywhere. But I don't know. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm a little frustrated with that and that I let that go. But things were just crazy, and it was important to me to get this video done up and have it be quality, and that's where I'm at. So thank you to everybody for all of your love and comment today. By the time this video goes up, I almost said last week, because when you're watching this it will have been last week, but it's just been crazy. So now I'm just trying to get back to a normal groove. I'm gonna go cook some dinner for us. So you can hear Sam is on a call, but it'll hopefully the timing when I finish dinner, he'll be off. And then we're gonna do a Zoom call for my little cousin's birthday. She is turning 7 today, and I know what it's like to have a weird birthday in the middle of all of this. So I hope that we can Zoom as a family and I can see all of my family, cheer her up a little bit, and just relax kind of and enjoy the evening. I kind of want to like just put my phone away, be done for the evening, but I also want to keep up with comments and stuff because otherwise it's just gonna be crazy tomorrow morning. And Charlie has been sitting on my lap this whole time. Say hi, kitty. Can you hear her purrs? Oh, you're so cute. Did you have a good preview day, kitty? Hey, it's Friday. Thank goodness for Friday. I don't even know what I'm here to say other than hi, and the rest of this week just kind of fell apart. I've just been kind of surviving since preview day and prepping for preview day, and I've been sleeping in and then working my 9 to 5 and then relaxing, and that's what I plan to do today as well. I'm excited for a fresh start. I'm gonna make a plan for the weekend so that I actually feel like I get myself on the right foot and then really fresh start on Monday. I haven't worn my watch 2 more days since we last chatted, so that fell apart, but I am not going to just wait till May. I mean, it is the 24th of April, so May is right around the corner, but I am gonna try to just start fresh on Monday. I'm gonna start fresh tomorrow with like actually doing the things I say I'm gonna do, what I put in my planner, and not just like doing nothing and watching Disney Channel or Disney Plus. But I'm not gonna focus on my activity again until Monday. That's just where I'm at right now. Last week's vlog was all about my fitness and how inspired I am, and this week's vlog is I haven't worn my watch for 3 days. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. But I did want to quickly share a couple things. I got an Erin Condren order in the mail that I placed last week, I think it was. So a couple things that I got in the mail. First off, this new pencil print from Erin Condren. It was part of the teacher release. Oh my goodness, y'all. I just think that this is so cute and so fun. I just love these rainbow pencils. I can't wait to do a rainbow week in my planner with this sticker sheet. Whenever Erin Condren, I think I mentioned this before, whenever she releases a new pattern, I'm always like, I need that sticker sheet with that pattern on it. And then I've been trying not to buy as many covers because I'm not consistently using an Erin Condren weekly. So instead of getting a cover with the new pattern, I got the new notepads. And I've been really liking the medium-sized notepad. I've been using that a lot more, but the pencils look different on the medium-sized one than they did on this size one. So I went ahead and got this size one. But what I wanted to share about the notepads, besides just the fact that I love the Erin Condren notepads, okay, the paper is the best paper. I love them. Something I didn't realize until this order that I was placing and I was messing with the customization, if you don't get it customized on the bottom, you get more lines. But like, here's a customized one that I got, and when you don't get it customized, they just add more lines. So if you, I mean, the customization is really nice and I really like that, but like at the same time, I'd rather have the lines for the ones I'm just using for myself. I mean, if you're getting them as gifts or like the customization is super cute. And I mean, that is one of the things that I love about Erin Condren, but I also like having a lot of lines on my notepad. So I got this size in the pencil, and then I got this size in the new love pattern. Again, I kind of wanted to get the cover, but I was like, I don't need the cover. So I got this size in the love pattern, and I can't remember exactly right now what colors I got, but I'll pop them up, which colors I chose. It's like it's one of the dark blues and one of the light pinks. I love doing those 2 colors together. And then same thing, I didn't get it customized so that I could get more lines. I do also want to say the actual lines on the Erin Condren notepads look thicker. There's still a gray tint. I don't know if you can see that, but it is a slightly thicker line, which is just super interesting. I don't know if that's the new norm. They're all coming that way. I don't know, but I love these notepads, and I have a ton of them, and they all have a much thinner line than the 2 sets that I just got in the mail. The other thing that came in my order are the new Erin Condren masks. So I got myself a mid-century circles, and then I got Sam the retro neutral, which has a little bit of peach in it. I kind of wish they had just kind of stuck to a much more gender neutral one, but this was the best one, the best gender neutral version. And then I love me some mid-century circles. I really love some of the other patterns too. The colorful retro is really beautiful, and the new layers pattern. All right, I just want to wash my hands so that I could actually open it up and share it with you, like how it feels. So the material, it feels like it's got a stretch to it. It's hard to explain. I mean, it says right here, like it's 88% polyester and 12% spandex. So it is super stretchy. And the straps feel like a very, very worn out hair tie. That's how I would compare it. Very, very worn out hair tie. And then on the top, there's a metal piece in the top so that you can pinch it to your nose. so that it stays closed on your nose. But they feel super, super soft. Yeah, this just feels so much nicer. The other one I have from our trip to China is just doesn't feel as nice on my face. So I'm really excited about this one. Also, it's just so much cuter. So really excited about this, and then excited for Sam to have his, although he hasn't left the apartment in like almost a month. I also haven't gone anywhere except to pick up a prescription or to go for a walk. Like, we're getting everything, groceries and stuff delivered. But he hasn't even gone for a walk. But as of the time that I'm filming this vlog, the Erin Condren masks are back in stock on the site, and like are still in stock and have been for a day or two now. So I hope that I can link them below for you on Monday when this video goes up, and that there will still be some if you did not grab them. If they are still available, I will have them linked for you below. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and close out this weekly vlog, which was all over the place. But thanks for hanging out with me again this week. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Happy planning. How do I start this? Although the like, and I know that cats like to get up into high splaces. And then after we filmed, who's we? Yes, she just opened the door herself. First, this new, what are these called? I love me some mid-century circles. Mid-century circles.